Hi. It wouldn't be one of my streams without the standard first question, which is, as always, can you hear me? I mean, the only question that really matters ever in life. So it's good to be back. It's been a very long time since I've been on this channel. I was hoping to just make one of those, like, triumphant returns where it's just like, oh, she's back and nothing happened. But then the delay kept stretching and stretching and stretching. So I was like, okay, at some point, an explanation needs to be had. And I know whenever people are like, I'm gonna explain things, then there are always people who are like, oh, excuses. And I'm like, no, reasons. So it's gonna be a little like a story time. I have tales to tell you, tales of where I have been. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the groove of making videos and all of that good stuff. But of course, for those of you who have been wondering, like, where have I been? Am I alive? And all of that stuff. Yes, I am. I'm alive and all those good things. So I have tales to tell you. So what happened to me? Well, we bought Mr. Shipper and we bought a house. And you may be like, you're in the exact same place that you were last time. Yes. Yes, I am. That's because we got the house a month ago, and then a bunch of things went wrong. Like nothing within our control, but a bunch of things went wrong. And so they required a lot of renovations. And so pretty much every night for the past month, we've been running to the house, doing renovations and fixing everything. Long story, very short, we had to redo the entire electrical wiring in the house. We had to knock holes in the walls. We had to redo absolutely everything. So it was a lot of a lot. So it just kept eating into time. And during that time period, I just haven't been keeping up with the shipping. I mean, I'm still doing it in like my spare time, of course, like my trusty phone. I'm reading so many fics. There's one Bat Lantern fic called Welcome to the Family, which is amazing and has brought me so much joy. But in terms of keeping up with everything, like, doing research and all of that jazz, I have not been. I'll be honest. Like, I'll see stuff in passing and I'll like make notes of it and bookmark it and all of that. But yeah, I have not compiled like pretty much anything. I know because I have the second channel. For some people that's been confusing because they're like, I see videos going up on Casually Comics. Do you hate shipping? It's like, no, not at all. You can schedule videos in the back end. And I had quite a lot of stuff saved, and there's a fly trying to get its close up because also there are flies here right now. and and so I had quite a backlog, A, and B, those were just easier to produce at the time because it was much easier to just read a comic and then do a review than the extensive amount of research I do for the Shipper's Guide videos. So, but things are evening out now. We are actually moving in next weekend. So I'm excited because I'm going to have a whole new setup. We're finally going to be in our house, which is great. Baby Shipper is so excited. We just have everything all lined up. But it was a lot. Like I said, I was hoping to just the plan was um, so here was the plan. The plan was to have this huge backlog of casually videos, which just take less editing time, and then to concurrent kept being pushed, and so it kept eating into my backlog, and then also the renovations kept being extended because what happened was when we bought the house, it looked like only two wires needed to be redone. So we were like, we got this, two wires, whatever. And then we got in and It was everything, and in fact, it was more than everything, it was a, forgery. So now I get to tell a real story time story, not like one of those, like, "I got kidnapped by my Uber driver," and it's like they drove them, like, 3 feet past where they were supposed to go. What it was, when we went through the boxes of the actual, like, outlets, they had put modern copper wiring about 6 to 8 inches, so as far as someone would check, and after that, they had reconnected it back to the old wiring. So it was a whole bunch of electrical deep fakery going on. So we had to do everything. So I have a list of, things to get to. I'm sad that I missed the Tumblr, the usual Tumblr end of the year thing that I normally do. But I know some people are like, well, Tumblr is dead. But I have been keeping up on on like shows and stuff like that, just not on all of the minutia. But I was there. I saw She-Ra get accused of queer baiting. I watched Dracula, whatever that was, and catching up on New Titans with Irish Bruce Wayne and just everything. Uh, we're looking to see if we can sue. We're looking into it, but of course that's also a lengthy process. So that's another thing that we've been doing is working with the real estate agent to try and see if there's something we can do about it because it is 100% something that was known. Like there's no way. There's no way they didn't know that. So to trust in Incubus was such a good time. Oh, they sent me something and I need to send them a thank you email because it was so sweet. Hold on, I'll get them for you. This is a stream where you're gonna see things. Hold on. It's so cute. Worth it. It'll be worth it, I swear. They sent me little keychains. Little keychains from the oh my god, don't focus on me, focus on the chains on from the farming dating sim. And also, oh, this guy's open. So I was using him and I have all of them. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, I could never use them in public. I'm so excited. They're adorable. I don't have my Harsey one because Harsey is actually on a chain somewhere. So, but they're so cute. And they also sent me like an eggplant plushie and where's my Harsey? Hold on. I have the coolest thing. Hold on. Oh, okay. I have Harsey. I have Harsey mouse pad. It brings me so much joy. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, it was really sweet and it was such a nice gesture. Like they really didn't have to. I cannot wait to get back into playing things and doing all of that good stuff. It's gonna be so much easier once we're situated because obviously when you get a closing date, you're like, okay, so I switch offices, I switch daycares, I do all of so I'm already working at the new office with the new daycare, even though I don't live in the new house. So that has also drastically changed travel time and just everything. So like everything has been up in the air. I know I've been looking tired too on like some of the videos where I'm on camera and people are like, "Is she okay? She's dying." Someone said that like I looked like I was part of a Puff Plus commercial and I was like, "I wish. I want a Puff Plus sponsorship." That would be great. That would be so good. Oh, so of course, I wanna because I've been out of it for so long, I wanna hear like what do you wanna see? What are you shipping? What are you doing? Tell me about your shipping lives. What are you into? Tell me. What do you want? Let's see. Let me catch up with what all of y'all are saying. Did I get a Kenta? Did I get a Kenta? I don't think I had a Kenta. I think I just got the boys. The boys, which I also loved. There we go. Catching up. Oh, Mr. Shipper watched The Witcher. I did not have time to watch it with him, but he enjoyed it thoroughly. So Oh, it's good to see all of you again too. Oh, crossovers are everything. I don't know, because everything's been so busy, I've just been living in, like, my own comfort chips, like I was saying, so it's like, these are things that I trust and know. I can Oh, I haven't no, not Citrus Plus. Citrus Plus, tell me more. I need to know more about that. Oh, yeah, Agent Carter. Huh. I've s as always, and that's the other thing is, like, I have the list of all the things that I wanna do, so I felt, like, such guilt. I was like, "I have guilt. I wanna be shipping." I had so much guilt that Mr. Shipper was like, "I'll learn how to edit. I'll edit for you." And I was like, "You were so sweet." Oh, how'd they ruin Chloe? Tell me. Tell me about what you feel is the ruination of Chloe, because I love hearing about things like this. I love it. Oh, I've gotta get on this Geralt train. I saw the funniest reviews for The Witcher. They were so, like, salty, and, like, there was one that it was so inappropriate, but it just made me laugh so hard. I just quote it all the time now to people who I can be a potty mouth with. So Oh. Oh, I've been loving My Hero Academia. That's been so fun to keep up with. Everybody's here for The Witcher. Oh, that's so good. Well, maybe I'll catch up. Maybe when Mr. Shipper does his rewatch, I'll join him. I'll stop forcing him to watch Titans with me. There's this episode of Titans where spoilers, Jason is falling off of a building to his death, and Mr. Shipper just looked at me and went, "Okay, bye." And it was the funniest thing that, like, happened to me all day. Oh, I gotta catch up on this Chloe. I'm like, they didn't redeem Chloe? I haven't watched the new Star Wars movie. No, I haven't done anything. I have gone nowhere. I have done nothing. The most I've done is watch my Netflix. Like, that has been the extent. We've been we've been patching holes, we've been painting, we've been fixing floors. I feel very handy, as much as I can do. Mostly, like, helping watch Simone so she doesn't go everywhere and get into everything. So, Dracula was an experience. How do people feel about Dracula, for people who watch Dracula? Because I've been having such an intense work debate about it with my friend, like, I thought it was, like, all the problems with Sherlock with, like, some bright spots of what could have been amazing, but then so much of, like, the worst parts of Sherlock thrown to the forefront, and then he was like, "It was great. What are you talking about? It was the best show I've ever seen except for the last episode." So tell me. You never go full. Oh. Oh, sometimes sitting in a bubble is great. Sometimes you just wanna be in a bubble, and you peek out the bubble, and you're like, "Oh, I have so many regrets." Maybe I'll still do my Tumblr video. I mean, I feel like it's a countdown that not a lot of people do, so maybe I'll still do it just to check in and, it was, oh, uh, Ariel, did you see, the You video where they took out all the narration of him talking? So it's just silent. It was so funny. It makes it so awkward. It's amazing. Oh. Yeah, there's gonna be some long reviews of Dracula. Let me see. I learned not to trust the muffins. Harsh. That's really harsh. The son is son. Oh. Also, tell me what should I be watching in case I missed it? What do I need to catch? Where are the ships at? Where are the ships at? I mean, Rabner, there's kinda some shipping, but there's also okay. Here's where like I just wanted to like flip a table, where they are they're having a duel of wits and they're literally, but not actually, but like figuratively, literally playing chess because do you get it? Battle of wits. And chess is smart, and the show is smart because just like how Sherlock was smart, and you need to be smart to understand it. It was like there was just that vibe of that running through it for me, and I was just like, I know too much. I know too much about how you are behind the scenes. I can't. I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. Oh, thank you so much, Fearless. You didn't have to do that. I did watch It Chapter 2. It's one of those things that I watched on my Netflix, binging series, and then I also watched this really weird video on YouTube where they re-edited the ending, but out of order, and it was so strange, but completely watchable. Mm. What am I rereading? I have not caught up on The Dragon Prince. No, I have not. Don't watch season 3. I think I already am watching it. My daughter really likes Miraculous, like, a lot, so Oh, after watching The Witcher, Mr. Shipper went and bought all of the, Witcher games. He was like, "I'm starting from number 1." And I was like, "That's pretty intense." I mean, you remember how things used to look in 2008, right? And he was like, "No, I'm doing it." And then, like, sure enough, he's like, it's really it's rough." And I'm like, "I told you. I told you." I haven't watched that. What's that? Tell me what that is. I need to know. Just tell me everythings. I did watch The Mandalorian. I did, except for the last episode for some reason. I need to finish that, but I enjoyed The Mandalorian. I did. Mm. Draglex Jonathan is my new ship. My bride. Okay, there was one scene in Dracula that I absolutely adored, and it was when he pulls himself out of the, like, dog wolf body, just like, I love disgusting transformations like that, so I was like, "That this is what I came for." I came for people pulling themselves out of Ah, it was good. Oh, thank you, Mega Volcano. Again, you didn't have to. Astra Lost in Space. I'm gonna add that to the list. I feel like I already had that on the list. I think if I had to give Mr. Shipper any more Witcher, he's just gonna live I'll never see him again. Like, that'll be it. I already see him so little because of the house. He's so much more handy now, so that's amazing. We've had to learn to do so much just to save money on it because it was so much more of an expense than we were expecting, so we're like, "We're gonna learn how to do all the things." They think that we need to hire people. We have books and YouTube, so we've learned how to do so much stuff. But I mean, as anybody like knows who's like also working and stuff, like it's really hard to do like full-time work, come home and then be like, "Okay, now we keep working. Let's go get physical." Not in like a really fun 80s way, in a let's get covered in plaster and inhale old asbestos. So Oh my god, the ending of Dracula, like Mr. Shipper just he ditched me. Like, he was like, "I'm done. Just tell me how it ends." And so he left, and I just after it ended, I just stared at the screen. I just sat there staring for so long, and I was like, "I need to go upstairs and explain what just happened." Seis Manos. What's that one? Oh, anime about these orphans in Mexico who learn kung fu from a Chinese man immigrant there. Suddenly there's an outbreak of monsters, and basically it's trying to find out why. Well, that sounds pretty fun. I also okay. Truth. I've been watching Beastars, been loving Beastars. Then I went and read Beastars. I loved it. Also deep in the Beastars shipping hole, but I don't know if people are ready for me to be like, let me explain about Beastars and why you should be watching it and why it's like really legit and why the art style is really cool. Now they have a cool claymation like puppet opening, and I love it, and I'm obsessed. I loved it so much. Oh, it's one of those things where I saw a clip on YouTube where people are like, not just for furries. And I'm like, I'm here to defend anything. I will watch all the things. And I watched the clip and I was like, I don't even know what's happening. I need context. And then I went and I watched it. And then I just watched like the whole season. I was like, well, there we go. Oh, worth it. Beastars was, I liked it a lot. But Beastars, I can see some people thinking it's a lot, but I enjoyed it. Oh. No, I didn't get to see Parasite. I really wanted to. It was playing at a theater, and my friends and I went out. We made the terrible mistake of watching Black Christmas instead. Could have seen Parasite, watched Black Christmas. I will live with that regret forever. So I'll have to see Parasite at a later date. Soul Cutie, you might crack. There might be some Beastars. I'm deep in the Beastars shipping hole. You will believe that a wolf can love a deer. Oh. No, I haven't seen that. I haven't, like I said, just here. I live here. No, I wanted to see Knives Out too. I just haven't seen that. Like, what was the last movie I saw in theater was Joker. Like, that was the last movie I saw in theater. Yeah, that was the last time I was out because my dad dragged me out and he was like, "We're going," and I was like, "Okay," especially because he was like, "I'm paying," and I was like, "Extra okay, I'll get snacks." Oh. Oh, I loved Parasite the Maxim, like the anime. I really loved it. It was like this really interesting fusion of like traditional like horror anime and then also The Thing. And I was like, well, I love The Thing. And I found The Thing in the $5 bin the other day, and that was tragic. That was just an absolute tragedy. I was like, it deserves better than this. It deserves better than the bin. Don't do this to it. Way to do to you. Except, kill everybody who was at that poor outpost. So you avoid the catastrophe that was cats. Oh, I wanted to. I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be like a fun catastrophe, pun fully intended, but I didn't get to. No, see, I haven't seen anything. I haven't watched. I've only seen clips of Crisis on Infinite Earths because I've seen the clips of Brandon Routh as Superman because he just looked like he was having the best time. So I was here for that. I was definitely here for that. Like I said, like there was just so much to catch up on and do, and just to get back into the swing of like making videos and putting them up and like having that schedule again after not having it for so long. It was so weird to come home and then go out to the new house, which is another city also. So that's another thing. It's about 40 minutes away from where we live now. And then come back. And then at first I was trying to. At first I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just keep doing everything. And then I was just burning myself out. Like, to be honest, it wasn't feasible. And it was just one of those things where it's like, something's got to give. And I need to fix my house. So, oh. Which Sonic trailer? Which one? The new one? Or I did see Doctor Sleep. I did actually see Doctor Sleep. I enjoyed Doctor Sleep for what it was. I mean, I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Joker, which I saw twice in 2 days actually after that point, but I did see Doctor Sleep. I love going to movies. Like, normally what I try to do, what I used to try to do years ago before Baby Shepherd, was I would try and see like every Best Picture nominee, but also since they doubled it, that's hard too. And I'm like, I'm not made of money. Stop it. Yeah, I'm kinda catching up, on that. Kinda catching up on Doctor Who, but I've been off the Doctor Who train for a long time, like, of actively watching it. I don't think I've actively watched since 10, and not since, like, the Sim Master 10 stuff, which I was 100% here for, must-see TV quality content, so, you know, anything else? What? I heard there was a new master, but I haven't seen any clips or anything yet, but I'm always here for the master. I mean, oh, wow. Wow! That sentence. That's why they call them that because, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have to say a sentence like that. Ha ha." Mhm. Oh, Janet, I don't judge. There is no judgment here. I mean, come on. There can be there can be no judgment here. Only love. Only love for the type of people that we are. So, oh, this is true safety. The ability to just enjoy the things that you enjoy, no matter what they are. I don't know if I'm gonna see The Turning. Okay, so to prove that there is no judgment here, my friend and I were like, she's like, "You haven't gone out. We're going out." And I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "We're gonna see a movie and we're gonna have fun. We're just gonna pick a movie and go." And so we're gonna go see Spies in the Skies because that's the kind of people we are. And I'm excited. I am looking forward to it. I'm gonna see Will Smith as a pigeon, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. Oh. Mm, let me see. I want to see Frozen. I'm not Frozen 2, actually. You know how I feel about Frozen. I wanna see Quiet Place 2, A Quieter Place, which is what it should be called, just, "Shh, even quieter, even quieter." Mm. Oh, which one? Damien and Marinette? Damien but Marinette deserves someone who's not gonna sass her all the time. Okay, are we seriously supposed to be calling Damian Wayne Ian? Is that a real thing? Because I don't wanna live in that world. That's not a world that I wanna live in. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. Oh. Oh, are you still superhero burned out, or is there any superhero movie or TV show you're looking forward to? Okay. I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman 2. I'm looking forward to The Boys season 2. Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys my boys story. So I was coming home about maybe a little over a month ago, and I got off at the last station at Kipling, and I was like, "Why is the train just sitting there? Like, what is going on?" And I looked and I realized they were filming, and I realized they were filming The Boys, and I saw Starlight, and it was a train scene, and she was, like, all incognito and everything. I stood and watched for a little bit, and then I was like, "Okay, I don't wanna be one of those creepy people." And then I kept going, and then I texted everybody, and I was like, "I got to see part of them filming The Boys. They're filming it at Kipling. I can't wait to pretend that Kipling is New York." 'Cause that show has, like, the worst masking of Toronto I've ever seen. I recognize the place. Sometimes they actually don't even block out the stores, and it's great. So, I was like, "I saw The Boys." Oh, it was cool. It's always cool when you catch something being filmed that you actually watch, and you're like, "Whoa." Had one of those, like, little starstruck moments, and I'm like, "Let me not be a nerd. I'll just nerd out afterwards and then just walk by like a really cool person, even though I'm not at all." Oh, well, it wasn't, like, Soul Cutie, it was super late. Like, I was catching one of, like, the late trains. By the time I got back to the station, it was, like, 11:30 PM or something, so it wasn't exactly high time, and it was, like, the middle of the week, so it's a pretty safe time to be filming and not to expect a lot of people to be coming all the way back to the last station, so Mm, let me see. No, I haven't seen the Harley animated series. I did manage to see the first episode of the Deathstroke series, though. It was okay. Oh. Ian, Rick, and Drake, I know. Get out of there. Who are those people? I don't know any of those people. I don't want no, that's harsh. I don't wanna know. Oh. Yeah, sometimes it really throws you off, Bakeries. I agree. I'm like, "Wait a okay, so The Boys. Vought Building is just, Roy Thompson Hall, which is an orchestra hall we have down here in Toronto that they have just CG'd the top onto, and so every time I see it, I'm like, "I see you. That's Roy Thompson Hall." Vought Industries. It's just like how New York Town Square was the Eaton Center, and I was dying. I was like, "Oh, look, Dundas Square with our 3 signs." Oh. Oh, I haven't said anything about Raylo these days. That was another update I was going to do, but then also with everything and, like, doing everything, it was like, sometimes, things are just tiring and you're like, "I'm already tired. I'm already so tired and I need energy to tackle this." I'm like, "I do not have the energy to tackle a combination of certain fans going too far, the entire fandom getting thrown under the bus for it, and then also, acknowledging that it's bad that those fans go too far, and then also acknowledging that then actors turn around and then make fun of fandom. Although you can also understand why that's coming from, then also it's not cool when people in positions of power. It was just a whole thing. I was like, it's just a whole giant thing. And I was like, I do not have the energy right now because that would be like an hour pancake for that imposter does not deserve the booty. Oh, that's the best Convict Grayson as a pancake booty is my favorite headcanon of all time. He got shot in the head and his booty just vanished. Oh. Oh, I know, poor Finn. Like, Finn's character arc, I felt so bad. I felt so, so bad. Oh. Yes, B-stars for life. Oh. I'm never a fan of actors trolling fandom because on the one hand, it's like, "Oh, haha, trolling shippers," and I'm like, it's there's it's maybe if the fandom was different and it could be viewed as more good-natured, but because the fandom is the way that it is, I'm just like, mm, mm. Like, it's always funny when it's not your ship, you know what I mean? It's always funny when, like, you're not the target, but I'm always like, I can imagine what it's like. "Oh, thank you again," and no, I haven't. I haven't seen their reviews. I try not to watch as many reviews as I can. Like, there are certain people who I always watch, but especially if I know there's something I'm gonna talk about myself, I normally wait till after. Like, I'll do my research on, like, blogs or other sources and, like, sometimes videos, but most of the time, I stay away from it. Well, that's more a thing for comics, though, where I'm like, if I see somebody's read a comic I'm gonna review, I'm like, "I'm not gonna watch that." Like, I want my opinion. Oh. I know. FinPo forever. Storm Pilot was a good time. Also, Ineffable Bureaucracy is a good time. But that fandom is just a good time, Good Omens. No, I just and again, for me, like, Star Wars was one of those things where it's like the fandom and, like, I don't mean, like, the fandom, like, all of them. I just mean, like, the thing, all of the kerfuffle around it. I'm not even interested because for me, part of how I enjoy something is through the fandom as well. Like, that's like an extra amazing fun part of it that I know I'm gonna get to enjoy. And with Star Wars, I know that's not the case. So I'm just like, I'm not really all that interested because I know I'm not gonna be able to get as invested as I want to, even if I wanted to, because it's such a hot mess. So um I'm out. I'm gonna yeet. I'm working with young people and I'm learning slang. I learned that it slaps. Oh, You Googled Ian Wayne? Why would you do that? Do you like how his hair is brown? So, oh, no, everybody's so done. Oh, my favorite interview, Katisa, was with Adam Driver. Have you all seen the interview where he forgets the name of The Last Jedi? That's my favorite interview of all time. He's there and he's like, "Oh, all the things we did in uh the second one." I'm like, yeah, he's being nominated for an Oscar for another movie. I think he's pretty done. I think he's pretty done. Oh. Oh, yeah, look up that interview. Look it up. To be honest, Demi, I haven't even looked at the trolling because I was so done. I was like, I'm not even that's what I mean by, like, I haven't been engaged with everything because there have just been some things that normally I would, like, dive into where I'm like, I don't feel like, "Why is this fly? Like, who does it think it is? Get out of here." And I just didn't feel like dealing with it at the time, and that's part of why, like, again, like, aside from not having time, why the videos I've been waiting on them because it's like, you know how I love to do like all the different like sides and accents to my videos and stuff. And I'm like, well, if I can't dedicate the time to look at it properly, then I'd rather not make anything. I want to make things that are up to my usual standards that I set for myself. And I think it's better to do that and have a gap than to just, chase views and the algorithm and those kind of things. I'm like, no, because that's not what this channel is about. It's never what it's been about. It's been about the joy of shipping culture and the fun of it and exploring all the sides of it, like, and always staying true to exploring all the sides of it, and from as many angles as possible. So I always want to be able to do that and present videos like that. I never want to do one of those like half baked, kind of off the cuff kind of things. That's what the live streams are for. That's what they're for. I love that it's called Damonette. That's made my day. I mean, the fact that it's called Damonette is amazing. That's good. Yeah, I know. Not in our Minecraft server. Not in our Minecraft server, naughty. Oh. So, of course, the first things I'm gonna do when I get back are, the Patreon ones, for sure, and then probably Tumblr because we gotta catch up, and then just getting back into the full groove of all the things and showing you the new space when it's finally all set up, which is gonna be good. When's the bagged milk coming out? When's the bagged milk? Oh, bagged milk anytime. This is a Christian Minecraft server, of course. That will never change. That is the force of our content. Mm. Oh, I love doing them too, and my favorite I know we're not a Let's Play channel, but one of my favorite things is playing the games. They're so much fun to play with all of you. Like, playing by myself, I'm like, "It's not the same." It is not the same without other people, being able to just comment and make all of the ridiculousness. It makes it stand out so much more, and it's so amazing for that reason. It will never change, just like my salt. I did, one video over on Casually where I wasn't salty, and someone actually commented, they were like, "What? No salt today?" They're like, "No, I'm on a diet." Oh. Oh my I watch way too much Markiplier, I do. It's like, I don't know, it's so chill and calming for me watching all these horror games that I will never play myself. Oh. Mm. I know. We have the most classic moments during this. So many things are born, universes and ships and just beautiful, beautiful things, except for this fly, who next time it's over. Who? No, I won't guess. Tell me. EFAP. What's that? Oh my god. I've seen the TikTok shipping. There's a lot going I actually okay, Hype House, I don't know. Hype House was on, like, a trending page or something, and, like, I opened it because I was like, "Well, how hype?" And then it wasn't that hype, but then half the comments were just like, "I want them to date. I hope they're together. I love them." And I was just like, "Okay, why are you all Googling Ian?" Okay. What are you finding? Like, I know about Ian, but I've never, like, specifically Googled Ian. Like, what's traumatizing all of you? Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what did is it the hair? Is it the hair for all of you? It's the Bruce's hair, I don't know, it's also pretty triggering. Why are they like that? Why is it like that? And was it like they can't both have black hair or people will get confused? I don't know. Ooh, I also found an image for someone who's actually called Ian Wayne. It's called Ian Wayne at home. He's got a cat. He looks like a nice person. Oh. Oh, TikTok shipping is a thing. Like, it's definitely a thing. Ah, podcasts. I always dream about like, that's the thing. I'm like, I wanna do too many things. Maybe. Again, like, Janet, it's like there's always, like, so many things that I want to do. Mm. No, TikTok's legit. TikTok makes me feel old because I don't fully understand it, but I'm like, "That's fine. I don't need to understand a lot of things." So but no, what's fascinating though right now is that a lot of TikTokers are, like, kinda making the leap over to YouTube, and I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of it translates, but their fan bases absolutely love it, and I'm like, "Okay." Mm. No, I know Dark Yasha, right? Like, I was so busy focusing on Ian that I didn't even look at Bruce. And I was like, "Oh, Damien would never go by Ian. I know, never." I mean, I understand TikTok more than I got Snapchat, so at least I have that going for me. So, I'm like, yeah, achievement. What world did I wake up in? The future, 2020, current year, which is a phrase I absolutely hate. Current year. I'm like, please stop. I mean, what can I say? I say at the time of this recording, so who am I to talk? It's just like current year. You're still gonna have to go look it up. Like that's not telling anybody anything. Why am I looking? What? You got sent a message. No, it's streaming time. Oh, also, no, don't Steven Universe me. I am actually catching up on Steven Universe Future. So, I have fallen down a deep rabbit hole of, like, differing opinions on Steven Universe. Like, the fandom it's calmer now, so you can actually have a bit more of a discussion than you could at the peak. So, it's been very, very fascinating. And that's been fun because that's my favorite time to be in fandom when you can talk about things without it, exploding into madness. I know, Stephen X therapy, Stephen X happiness. Mm. You can observe things, yes. Observe. What haven't you liked about it? No, tell me. I'm genuinely just so fascinated in hearing different people's, opinions on it. I love it. This Ian kid know? Fandom can be fundom, but you have to work to keep it that way. Truth. I have still not been part of a Discord that I haven't been kicked out of. Not once. Maybe one day, but probably not. Yeah, I've seen the corruption theory. Took me back to my Mass Effect days, like, "Whoa, infected, already infected." Mm. The theories have always been fun for in my opinion, for Steven Universe. Why do I keep getting kicked out? Inactivity. I get kicked out constantly for inactivity. I do not have time to constantly go on and update and talk, so I'm just constantly booted all the time. And it's like, on a Discord server, like being off of a Discord server for a week, like that's enough. That's a death sentence. It's just over. So every single one. So it's like even if you're a person who's into multiple things, let's say, like, and say you go through a month, like I don't feel like Supernatural this month. That's enough to get you kicked out of a Discord. Like it's so some people can keep up with it, but I find it so intense in the amount of time you have to dedicate to it because I'm already dedicating time to so many other things. So I'm like, this is a lot. That's why I always get kicked out every single time. Like I just go back on. I'm like, oh well, keep that comment to myself. So, oh, just make your own Discord. You can't kick yourself out. That would be so funny. Can you imagine? I still get kicked out. Like there's like a coup. She's never on. Replace her. Replace her with someone who's here. Oh. Which one kicked you out? Oh, thank you, Dominatrix. That makes me so happy. Making them puts me in like in a good mood. Normally, it depends which one it is. Oh, you guys did make me a Discord once upon a time. Yeah, you did. No, I cannot commit to that. Even getting back on Twitter was a commitment. I was like, I haven't tweeted in like however long. Oh my god. I can't maintain anything. Okay. Black Phoenix. Finally somebody explained Discord to me, like outside of the MSN and like server thing. And they were like, it's like Slack, but for fun. And I was like, mind blown. It is like Slack for fun. That is exactly what it is. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know anything about Discord. I don't think I actually logged into our Discord. I'm the worst. You see, this is why I get kicked out. This is why. Exactly, Daydreamer Jim, like Slack, but for fun. Oh, that sucks. Have you watched Prodigal Son? No, I haven't, but I should because like Michael Sheen. What is Slack? Um, Slack is like this business network where you can just connect with a bunch of servers and have a bunch of direct chats and stuff. It's you just connect it through work and it's supposed to be all profesh, but it just really devolves into you and your coworkers sending gifts to each other like all the time. Joey, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I mean, if I could do Slack, I could probably do Discord, but it's like with Slack, you have to do it because you're at work. So like when people are sending you things, when they're not just, sending you work stuff, like you have to acknowledge it. So or you should, but otherwise, like, where's that file? And it's like, oh no, I didn't feel like slacking today. That was a terrible joke unintentionally. And I'm so sorry. Oh. Was it like the Discord of the early 2000s? Okay. What's Omegle? Someone please. What is it? What what is it? Like, I don't I don't know. I only heard about it the other day because it's like how I only heard about Hinge the other day. Like, "You on Hinge?" And I'm like, "I'm not on Hinge." "No." But even it's like a chat roulette? People still wanna chat roulette? But is it, like, with video? People still chat roulette? Wow. Okay. That's good to know. Hinge? Yeah, Hinge is a dating site. I've never heard of Omegle before in my life. Never. Like, never. Someone brought it up to me, like, I've never heard anybody talk about it. I'd never seen it, never heard of it, ever. You tag things you like and connect it with similar interests. Maybe it's fun, but that sounds like my own personal hell. So, maybe that's what I'll see when I die. Oh. Lord, I feel Oh. Amigo sounds like a brand of chips. It does, it really does. Comes in all kinds of fun flavors. Dill pickle and ketchup. Oh. The this I've loved how many different descriptions I've now gotten of Omegle. That's great. They're all just varying so much. Roulette chat forever is an eternal punishment, and also for things you're not actually interested in. Like, if someone went in and switched all your tags, and you're just like, "Oh, no, I'm trapped." Oh. I love ketchup chips. Ketchup chips and everything chips, all season chips, even though that's really just, like, we threw salt on it. Oh, I really love, like, ketchup flavored anything, like, if you can make it ketchup flavored, I'll eat it. All dressed. There we go. You see? You see how often I eat chips, Jim? That's how often. I know all of the names. Oh. Salt and pepper chips are good too. I'm down to try any chip. Like, that's one of those, like, if somebody's like, "We have a chip flavor," like, some people are like, "Nah," I'm like, "No, I will try it." It's like the other day, I saw kiwi on pizza, and I was like, "I will try it. I will eat anything. I will try anything." This fly, you can see it. It's casting a shadow. Bah! Oh, I will try anything. Oh my, it did it again. This fly needs to die. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it shorter tonight because we were actually at the house all day. So I am really tired. But I wanted to come on. What's wrong with how I say ketchup? And just be like, I'm not dead and I'm back, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into videos, and you're going to be seeing content. It might be slow to start, so that's another heads up that I wanted to give you, because like we're still moving in and not everything's done and we're still figuring it out, but it's not gone, it's not dead, and we're keeping it, you know, ship for forever, because there are as many ships out there as there are stars in the sky, always. So not not going anywhere, not changing anything except trying to get back into an upload schedule. And I missed all of you, and thank you so much for, tuning in and hanging out, and it was fun, and I missed it, and we're definitely gonna get back into it. So yeah, I will see you all again soon, hopefully. Definitely not as long as definitely not as long as last time. So, I will see you. All right. Bye.